Do you have a can you name me your top five of all time, top five bodybuilders of all time in your opinion, your list?
I mean, you definitely have to keep it. I'm still old school mindsets. I'm still looking at when I first saw Columbo, when I first saw Arnold, I thought, awesome. Okay, but then 70s, I came in there, then I'm awesome. Then you got the end of the 80s and the 90s, they're awesome. And you got so many incredible physiques that, I mean, to come in there and say a top five or a top 10, that's a hard pill to swallow. You know, as I say, I named the guys. I respect all the guys like Arlen, Franco. They had great physiques. I can see Lee Haney. I mean, I can see Dorian Yates. I can see was it Sean Ray? He had incredible physique. I could see those guys because they had complete bodies that really you could like, wow, I want to look like that. Um, I'm in that mixing there somewhere. I don't qualify myself in it, but I love my physique. I love what the gift that I was given, and people appreciate it, and that to me is worth more than anything.
What did you take on Dexter Jackson? Because you mentioned longevity, right? Like for instance, Lee Haney retired at the age of I think 31 or 30, like 31. I think he retired. He won eight
Yeah,
Olympias.
smart.
Very. But then you have Dexter Jackson, who's competing. He's in his 40s, right? And he's been competing for a long time, and he still seems to be very healthy. And when I spoke to him in an interview, he talks about training smartly and light, taking like light, working out with lighter weights and taking
Yeah,
a very good care of his health. What did you take on somebody like him and his longevity in the game of bodybuilding?
you know, when I look at a physique, I look at a physique and I can see how that person's gotten better. No disrespect to Dexter. I remember when Dexter was like 190 pounds, and he came up to me and he said, "Robbie, they're not treating me fair, man." And I said, "Well, Dexter, you just got to go back to the drawing board." He went back to the drawing board, and he came out of where he is right now. Um, I always think a physique should change. You got to man, it has to manifest to some degree. I I wouldn't keep going back in there and banging myself like that. It's no way possible. I mean, he keep pacing high. I mean, he has a good physique. Um, he won the Miss Olympia. Um, some people play that game out until the point where there's something do happen. I mean, if I was him, I would quit. I mean, he's worth a lot of money. He's made what, like 5 million or something like that, from what I've heard. One of the richest bodybuilders. I wouldn't be playing around with that. I'll find some other way to use my time in it. Nah, I mean, to each his own. I wouldn't be in there playing with it like that because anything can happen. You don't know. Your health is is wow. I think about it sometimes. I think about, boy, if I had really listened to the foundation people, I probably would have been gone by now because of the sickle cell. The first shot I took of a drug, as I say, I walked from Gold's Gym right down the street here back to my apartment right on the corner in Venice. And by the time I got in my door, I collapsed.